Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Adam, Pro Courier for Life. You were visiting Pro Courier for Life. If you guys are new subscribers, thank you so much guys for tuning in, taking a look at my channel. If you do like my content, if you think that it's helpful or if it's interesting, give me a like guys, subscribe to my channel. I'd really appreciate it. It's going to help a lot. I would like to get up to 100 subscribers and work my way up from that, so hopefully I can build something. This channel, I've said this to my to all of my other subscribers, this channel is really about building ourselves as professional food industry workers. It's about becoming better professional couriers. You know, I don't call us dashers.
Incoming order from Qdoba
One
Mexican
moment here.
Eats. Total kilometers 13.7. Current price $9.25. Price per kilometer 68 cents.
Yeah, I know this is way off topic, but this is a perfect example of some of the trash that you're going to see on a consistent basis in this business. $9.25 for 13.7 kilometers plus my location. You can see the blue dot down there. So you're looking at more like $9.25 for probably more like 20 kilometers, if not more. Complete trash. Wouldn't even consider it. Have a good day. Anyways, I want to go back to... So anyways, what I was saying at the end there is... yeah, this channel is all about building ourselves as professional workers. I really believe in this industry, but I think that these companies like Skip the Dishes, DoorDash, Grubhub, DoorDash is a lot better than Skip, but Skip is a perfect example of a company that you are going to see. I'm going to make my guess here, probably within the next few years, you're going to see that company phase out.
Incoming order from Gongcha. Total kilometers 11.7. Current price $9.25. Price per kilometer 79 cents.
79 cents on the dollar? No, thank you. Complete garbage. But yeah, I'm going to make my guess right here. I think I think Skip is probably going to phase out in the next few years. I think I really appreciate the video that Ryan just sent out, and thank you so much, Ryan, for the shout out. Also, don't be confused. Even though I look upset and angry, it's more of a passion type of thing. Because really why I created this channel, I'm not a good videographer. I don't have videography skills. I'm never going to be that great at it. Never been very good at taking pictures, probably not very good with videos. But I made this channel, frankly, because I really believe that there is room for a real company or a set of companies that can really reshape and redefine food delivery and become not only something beneficial for the restaurants and not having commission rates where the restaurants can actually be 100% profitable other than their food margins and costs, but it can also be very beneficial for the customers from a professional standpoint, where we can have drivers who are not only making good money and making good income and being compensated fairly for their efforts, but just a place where really food delivery becomes a very viable profession. So that's really the backbone of my channel. That's why I created it, and that's where I'm coming from. I'm so angry that a company like Skip the Dishes is even still around because they're so awful. Not only from a customer service standpoint, but just like I've said many times, they do not vet their drivers. They do not vet their drivers properly. They don't provide real rewards and benefits to try to keep actual good pro couriers around, so professional couriers are just going to go on to the competition. They provide no incentives to really keep good drivers around, like I just said. Abysmal customer service. They just show a mere lack of understanding of what it would really take to take food delivery to a professional level. And I think that that's what's sort of outstanding to me at this point in time. I'm just kind of at all that a company like this, honestly, that makes this many mistakes and this many poor choices, is still floating around. But we need to remember Skip the Dishes was purchased from the original owners for about $110 million. So this company, they do have a lot of employees in Winnipeg. They're not simply going to go away. It's going to take more time for this company to phase out. But I do think, and we know that DoorDash has done tremendous damage to the Grubhub brand in the United States. Grubhub is now number 2. They used to be number 1 in the United States for the top food delivery service that I'm aware of, and they were running the show for a very long time. DoorDash came in and just ousted them from the number 1 spot, and absolutely 100%. I don't have a single shred of doubt, because I know DoorDash does everything better than Skip for the most part. It's just a matter of time before Skip also gets ousted by DoorDash. So I do expect in a pretty decent or fair amount of time that DoorDash is effectively going to take Skip out. So we should be on the lookout for that as well. Anyways, guys, I'm going to get straight to the point here. I want to talk about an app. It's called Dash Utility. It's a fantastic app, and what it actually, and you guys just saw it show up on my screen there a few times. What it can do basically is it gives us all of the information that we need to really help us have a better experience on the DoorDash platform, and to help us make better decisions about what we should accept and what we should refuse. Because again, we are our own bosses. We have to acknowledge that, and we get to determine what our pay rate is. So I'm going to give you guys an example here. I'm going to go into the Dash Utility, okay? You can download this from the Play Store. You just put Dash Utility in the Play Store, and you can download it. Very, very simple. So what it shows you at the top here, you're online. It tells you how long you've been online for. It also tells you what your delivery time is. So my delivery time, believe it or not, with 5 hours and 23 minutes on the DoorDash platform, I only spend 1 hour and 15 minutes working, basically. So that's pretty telling. That for the last, I would say about 4 hours or so, I'm not sure if it's 100% accurate here, but at least for the last like 3 to 4 hours, I've done absolutely nothing. The market has dried up and I'm getting nothing but trashy offers. You can also see how many offers I'd rejected on this Dash. I've rejected 40 offers and I've accepted 3. Now you can also take a look at, ooh, is that Skip? Let's go take a look. Oh, skip the dishes, and it's telling me that I need to disconnect from Wi-Fi. So I'll do that right now. Make Skip happy. Skip makes all these bad choices all the time. $3.49 for 1.8 kilometers. Guys, Ryan, if you're watching this video, this is happening all the time, man. I mean, I was looking back at some of my old days. I mean, I was making like $1,000, $950, $850, $900, $1,200 in 1 week with Skip at one point. It's so sad. Last week, I made $10.57, I think, on the Skip platform. $10 freaking dollars. And I'm not logging in 1 or 2 hours a day. I mean, I'm fully set schedule. Like, I mean, you could take a look here if I just exit this trashy offer, and you can take a look right over here. I mean, I have shifts galore. I mean, ooh, look at that, Sunday. Yeah, why not? Why not take a shift? Anyways, so yeah, it's very disappointing. Anyways, I'm going to go back to my point here. So let's go back to the utility here. So now it tells you your total kilometers. Your total kilometers doesn't just mean your delivery kilometer, it means everything. When you're in that car and you're dashing, this platform, this app, I should say, this utility is going to mark that. As well, it includes the delivery kilometer. So as you can see, my total kilo is 19.57. My delivery kilometer is 8.32. And I believe the average is actually the average per kilometer, and that includes how much I've made, average per kilo, and that includes total kilometer. Now, $3.25 is actually very high. That means every kilometer that I've driven my vehicle today, for the most part, since I've been dashing for the last 5 hours and 25 minutes, I've made $3.25 per kilo. And guys, I have to say this right now, and I know that the experienced drivers understand this. How much you make per kilometer really matters. And this is something that a lot of us don't think about when we first started in this business. Every time we put our foot on that pedal, every time we put ourselves in our vehicle, we need to consider not only the maintenance of the vehicle, not only the gas of the vehicle and the insurance and all that stuff, but our time and the risk factor. Winnipeg is a dangerous city to drive in. I have seen so many accidents when I'm on the road, and it gets a lot worse because we have I think the river, the lake, or whatever. I'm new to Manitoba. I'm new to Winnipeg, but we get a lot of ice on the roads in this city, and people wipe out all the time. So we need to factor in all of these different variables. When I'm out there, I don't want to be making 97 cents to the dollar or 50 cents to the dollar. Not worth my time. I would rather just be at home. I'd rather go work at McDonald's flipping burgers. I'm not interested in working for that trash. I want to be making $2.50, $3, $4, $5, $6 to the kilometer, because then I know that I'm being compensated correctly for my efforts. The amount of money that I've spent on my bags, I have like 9 thermal bags. I have more pizza bags coming in. I'm getting ready to run my own business. I actually have a thing coming up in February. There's actually a workshop going on where I'm actually going to be introducing my business to some professionals and seeing if I can start to get my delivery service off the ground, because I'm going to tell you guys right now, and you guys are going to be the first to hear this, that I guarantee you, if I can get the money, if I can get some investment and get my business going, I will compete against Skip the Dishes. I'm not the least bit scared of this company. When you see all the flaws that they have, And when you can see all just the trademark flaws that they have and everything that they're doing wrong, I'm going to do everything right. And I can guarantee you these guys are not susceptible, or they're not invincible to competition. So anyways, I'm going off topic again, but I just want to say this app is fantastic. I wanted to show you guys this app. It actually connects with DoorDash. It's running in the background. There's also a support page here. You can take a look at different things there. That's not really that important. But under settings, this is the big part of the app that I want to show you guys. So what it is basically is it says here, it has different features. So auto navigation means that it will automatically switch to navigation app. So whenever you accept an offer, it will automatically open up the app to get you to the restaurant. And then when you go to the restaurant, you mark it, you've picked up the food. It will then open up the Google Maps or Waze, whichever platform you're using, and it will open up that app with the correct address. So it kind of comes in handy. It's not a huge thing, but it's a feature nonetheless. Speak to Me, it has GPS tracking. And now here's the thing I love. Auto accept and auto decline. My God. Anytime I get a trashy offer, anytime I get something that I don't like, my auto decline sets in. And my auto decline is sent for $9, which means that if I have a minimum amount per order that's less than $9, it gets auto declined automatically. Or if it's not at least 50 cents, it gets auto declined. The same thing goes for accepting. If it's $15 and it's at least $1 per kilo, it will automatically accept the offer. If it's less than $9 and less than 50 cents per kilo, it will auto decline. So, let's go take a look at Skip here. Let's make a guess. What is it sending me? $4.99. So there are two offers right there. I have been getting more Skip offers, but they've been really trashy. So, anyways, awesome feature. It also has auto resume. Sometimes DoorDash, if you reject too many things, or too many offers, or if you, what I find, I shouldn't say reject too many times. It won't put you on timeout, but it will if you don't if you don't decline the offers enough in a row, it will put you on a pause, basically, just to see if you're still there. So you can enable this. So when that happens, it will automatically resume, and you can have a timer as well. If you want to give let's say you want to delay the auto resume by 5 minutes, you can set it to 5 minutes. So it also has show address, show delivery timer, text response. You can set the text response. If you want to automatically set these text messages for customers and let it be automated, it has that as well. So guys, I just wanted to make note of this. This is a fantastic app for the professional couriers out there. We can really use this. It really helps us to make valuable information. What I particularly enjoy about this app is it tells you straight off the bat per kilo how much you're making. Now I want to show you one more thing before I go. And I think this is one of my better videos because I'm giving you guys some real insight that I think even maybe Ryan and Don could use as well. Because this really is a great app for us experienced drivers. We can really use this to our benefit to help us to help make us more money and to provide us with the information that we should be able to have access to as independent contractors. So let's get right to this. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to exit the settings and I'm going to I forgot to mention this to you guys. So it actually will tell you how many order requests you've had. Now, this is not 100% accurate. I think that it's off to some extent. There are some certain bugs, and it doesn't always reject, and things happen. It just doesn't always seem to work. But for the most part, I can see here, for example, on Monday, I received 95 order requests in total. On Tuesday, 2 weeks ago, I received 88. Last week, this Tuesday, I received 71. Last Wednesday, I received 82 total requests. This Wednesday, I only received 47. So you can see the total earnings as well relative to the rest of the days of the week. You can also see the total mileage as well.
Order from Gongcha has been auto-declined.
So there you go. You can see the app working there. I didn't have to request, I didn't have to click on decline. I didn't have to give my reason to decline. Automatically, the Dash utility will decline the offer for me. I'm not interested in $5.98 offers, so yeah, it makes sense to auto-decline, right? Okay, so let's go in here. Let's click on history and go into requests. So what you can see, these are all of the offers, basically, that DoorDash has sent me today. And what I particularly like about this is I can see everything in front of me. So I get all of this information. I can actually go back and I can take a look for myself, or if I want to be able to know for sure which offers I did today, I can see them. And it actually will check mark in green which offers you accepted. As you can see, I'm very picky. like I was saying, a lot of these offers are trash. Now, I also think the per kilometer here is not the same as what's shown in the DoorDash platform, because what it does is it will actually show you the per kilometer from you to the restaurant, from the restaurant to the customer, and then from the customer back to your present location. So where you started out from should always be a factor when you're trying to determine if an offer is worth it. So for example, if you get an offer for $10.75 for 8.4 kilometers, you're not really making $1 per kilometer if you have to travel 6, 7, 8 kilometers to get back to where you were before. Now, if you're going to stay out in one of those areas, or if you're not going to travel back to your present location or where you were before you received the offer, then that's okay. But I tend to stay in the same area. I like to be in the central part of Winnipeg. I like to come home. I like to be, at my house waiting for offers. So I always factor that in. So they factor that in as well. So you could see here like $5.98 for 11.43 kilometer, gone to $9.25 for 18.83 kilometer, etc. And it will tell you right here at the side as well, 63 cents to the dollar, 47 cents, 62 cents, 42 cents, 42 cents, 49 cents, 52 cents, 53 cents, 37 cents. As you can see, most of these offers are very, very poorly paid out. And just frankly not worth my time, my gas, my insurance, my mileage, wear and tear on the vehicle, and the risk factor involved with driving, etc. If you want to see what I like to accept, guys, in the morning, I had a fabulous morning. I made about close to $70 in probably about, well, you can see, my delivery time was only about an hour and 15 minutes or something like that, right? So, I didn't have to work that hard when I was out there. An hour and 15 minutes, yeah. But you'll see here, for example, I received an offer from Stella's for $20.69, and it was only about 3.54 kilometers. So I was making $5.84 per kilo on that. That was fantastic. Then I got a Stella's Bakery offer. That was actually a really good order. I don't usually get offers from the bakery, but it was for 1 carrot cake and 1 chocolate cake going to a business. Fantastic. 6.28 kilo includes my distance back to the location that I was located at before accepting the offer, and the per kilo was $3.92, and you can see Greenish was $18.33 with a per kilo of $6.70. So that was the last offer that I accepted. So it kind of gives you, I'm showing you this, guys, because it's so important as independent contractors to really have this information up front so we can go back, we can scale back, we can see what we're doing, what we're accepting, and what the general average is out there, right? We need to understand in this business that nobody is going to set our price. Nobody has the right to say to you, you have to work for this price. I tell you what I'm going to work for, not the other way around.
Order from James Indian Cuisine has been auto-declined.
So, I hope that you guys take a look at this app, the Dash Utility. If you want, I'll show you right now. Just go to your main page and go to the Play Store right here. And let's go here under search for apps. Put in Dash Utility. And there we go. Now, guys, this app was not user-friendly for Canadians. I actually, it was only doing per mile. It wasn't doing per kilo. It wasn't doing per kilometer, because in the United States, they use mileage. So what I did is I contacted the developers and I said, look, you guys need to make this viable and workable for Canadians, because a lot of Canadian drivers want to use this app as well. And within about 1 week, they made the change. So I actually was able to get this company to make this Canadian-friendly and user-friendly. So I would recommend, guys, go to the Dash Utility. It's by Middleton Technologies, LLC. I strongly recommend. You do have to pay for it. If you want all of the features like auto-accept, I believe, and auto-decline and stuff, you do have to pay a monthly subscription. For someone like me, it's 100% worth it. I don't regret it. It's a little bit expensive. If you want to have the free version, you're going to lose out on features, but you can still get something out of it. I do recommend at least download it, take a look at it. If you think it's going to be worth it, use it, because I'm telling you guys, I am so utterly disgusted with Skip the Dishes, and I don't want to come across like my previous video. I get passionate. I start to, my blood pressure increases just because, when I put stuff into my videos, I try to really give concrete content, what's on my mind, what I'm thinking, and just thinking about Skip makes me want to vomit. This company, it's amazing how they're still around. I'm honestly surprised because there's so much. I actually messaged Skip the Dishes recently, and let me just pull up Skip here. Given the fact that I'm talking about them anyways, why not show them on the screen? You can't see my face at the moment. I contacted them and I said, you guys are just, I'm going to paraphrase this, but basically I said, you guys really need to get rid of that fast track garbage. You need to stop slapping drivers in the face, and you need to reward drivers, professional couriers, for real reasons. And I use the word real reasons. That means stop giving people rewards because they're willing to accept your trash. Stop giving drivers rewards, bonuses and promotions just because an independent contractor is choosing for you to exploit them, because that's essentially what you're doing. I actually said to them brazenly, I said, the only reason why you guys are in business is because you are exploiting drivers. You are taking advantage of a lot of people. Yes, I understand some drivers are not being exploited. I understand that some drivers are still in a market that Skip the Dishes is probably still doing quite well in. I'm not going to sit here and say that I know every market. I've only worked in the Cambridge, Kitchener, Guelph, Waterloo, and Winnipeg market. So I cannot speak to every single market in Canada. Maybe Toronto's a good market, I don't know. But one thing I do know is Skip the Dishes pulled out of the United States. They gave up. Now when I went there, they had told me different reasons. We didn't have proper, something to do with proper licensing for bags or something like that. I have no idea what kind of excuses they were giving me. But, sometimes you need to use your brain, the one that God gave you, and you pulled out of the United States because you frankly can't contend with Grubhub. You cannot compete with DoorDash. You cannot compete with Uber Eats, Postmates. There is too much competition in the United States, and only the biggest and the strongest delivery platforms are going to survive in those United States. So it's just like, to me, I don't know if I'm going off topic here, guys, or not, because I keep rambling, but it's just, I cannot stress this enough. What I said to them is, you guys are only in business and you only have a job because you have exploited drivers who are willing to work and be exploited. And I use the word exploited because that's exactly what they're doing. They're exploiting people. They're taking advantage of people. People are running their car into the ground. And I think I made mention of this in one of my videos, actually, where I noted that I went from, and not even 1 year, basically just over 1 year. November of 2018, I went from 32,000 plus kilometers, to now at about 119,000 kilometers. So just try to wrap your head around that for 1 second. My car, which I purchased, which was only a few years old, it's a Toyota Yaris sedan 2016. I went from 32,000 kilometers to 119,000 kilometers in just over 1 year. And I'm looking at about 5,000 deliveries under my belt. So I have paid the price of working for these companies, doing 16-hour shifts on Skip. And that's why I'm so upset about the way, where Skip has gone, what they've become. And I mentioned this to Ryan. Ryan, if you're still listening to my video, if you're still listening to it, I hope you are. Man, I'm going to tell you something. What I actually said to you, I really meant. Skip the Dishes, the first sign that this company had some serious problems, to me, is when they removed the stated tip, when you could no longer see the stated tip, the breakdown of our earnings, when that just all of a sudden vanished without even a single warning. I knew that there was something wrong with this company, because that was a change that would never benefit a driver. It would just simply and solely benefit the customer, the merchant, and Skip. It would not benefit the driver. And then you see it. The top-up promotion got introduced about a month later, and then you saw they also added in they did one good thing, which is they allowed us to see the total estimated kilometers for a trip. But then the other thing that they've done recently is fast track. So they're incorporating these different schemes, right? Because they are bent on trying to basically end cherry picking. They don't want drivers to cherry pick. And I'm going to say this one more time, and I've said this many times. These companies, whether they be DoorDash, Grubhub, Postmates, Caviar, Skip the Dishes, we all know at the end of the day, they want to label us as independent contractors. They want to put all these terms and conditions and write all these fancy things about how we are independently owned bosses, basically, of our own businesses. But, and this is the but they want us to work as if we're employees. I'm going to tell you something. It doesn't work that way. You cannot ever say to me that you are an independent contractor, Mr. Adam Costas, but we're going to make you work in it like an employee. I'm not doing that. And that's the thing. When I go over to here and I click on promotions, the top of promotion has a minimum 80% acceptance rate. I'm not going to accept 8 out of 10 offers. Are you freaking mad? I mean, I can't give you a break here. The stuff you guys are sending me, there's no way I'm going to do that. I would be an idiot. I'd have to be completely foolish. I've already run my car into the ground to some extent. Now, mind you, I do have a very good car. It's a fantastic engine. I take very good care of my stuff. I put a lot of pride into my work. This is what you're hearing. You know, I put a lot of pride into my work. And this is what I think Skip really lacks: integrity. Putting people into positions of power who can actually make a difference for the company. That's what you need. Not a bunch of
incoming
idiots
order
who
from
are simply
Courier
trying to
Garden.
just make
Total
the business
kilometers
profit.
10.7. Current price $9.50. Price per kilometer 89 cents.
So once again, now this doesn't auto decline, guys, going off topic here, but what you can see is it's 10.7 kilometer for $9.50 once again, and you want to look at the time frame too. Its expected delivery is 4:09 p.m. There might also be some traffic. I'm also going very far north. This doesn't make any sense at all, and it's going to probably be, well, let's click on this decline, and let's take a look and see what the Dash utility tells me. Go to my history request. So what the Dash utility is telling me, it's actually $9.50 for 17.22 kilometers. Again, it's 17.22 kilometers because I believe it's including me having to go from the customer back to my present location, which you need to factor in. Anyway, guys, like I said, these promotions, don't fall for them. You gotta, DoorDash is 1,000 times better. I told this to Skip. I said, you guys have no idea how much better DoorDash is. I'm doing 25, plus dollar orders every single day. On the Skip platform, if you get a $20 offer, it's like winning the lottery. If you get a $15 offer on the Skip the Dishes platform, it's like winning the lottery. There is not a single reason to ever think that Skip the Dishes, not only are they not the future of food delivery, but nobody in their right mind who really wants to make money in this business is really going to look at Skip, unless you're if you're in a good market, guys. Please, I know Dawn is probably doing okay. It seems like she's doing okay. She said she was making $18 an hour. That's actually not bad. One of my other subscribers, he says that he's doing very well. Guys, if there is anyone doing well on the platform, I want to make this clear. All the power to you. Seriously. I mean, I have a lot of respect for you. If you're doing well, that's great. But from what I'm seeing in Winnipeg, there is a reason why DoorDash was brought into Winnipeg. The news being, I actually think it went live on the news, where basically Winnipeg said, okay, we're going to allow DoorDash now to operate in our city because Skip the Dishes was simply not meeting expectations. When I moved to Winnipeg, I became the first DoorDash drive dasher in all of Winnipeg. I became the first one who could actually pre-claim deliveries and stuff like that. But, I'm going off topic. I'm sorry, guys. What I'm trying to say is, though, with DoorDash, they became new. They became something brand new. They were put here for a reason, and I can see why that reason was so. When I came here, Skip the Dishes was paying way less. They were, although the Winnipeg gas is quite a bit lower, substantially lower than what it is in Ontario, I saw a significant difference in what they were willing to pay. What Skip the Dishes was paying drivers for the transit pay. It was just so much worse. And I was like, you know what? I can see why Skip the Dishes was struggling out here. And so I'm going off into all sorts of different things, guys. But if you're going to get anything out of this, stay true to yourselves. Have integrity. Have pride. Have confidence. Believe in yourselves. Ryan, Don, all of my subscribers, guys, keep being professional drivers. Keep being pro couriers. We need to look out for ourselves, guys. We need to be together. We need to share information with each other. We need to look out for each other. We need to look, my fundamental belief, I really think that food delivery has not found its sweet spot yet. I think food delivery is still too much in its infant stages, and I think it's going to take the right people to make food delivery something real, where the restaurant and the customer and the driver can win. And that's what Skip the Dishes is failing to do. And by the way, Ryan, I did watch your video, your latest video, and I have to say, if Skip the Dishes is trying to lower delivery fees to entice new customers, that is downright pathetic. I mean, that's not going to work. And I appreciate you bringing that forward, because I've not heard of that before. And that is something that's gravely concerning, although I'm going to say that I'm not surprised by that. I'm not surprised that Skip the Dishes would say something stupid like that, because again, as I've noted many times, they are a very poorly managed company. I don't understand it. I'm standing here and I'm thinking, why is it so difficult to just improve your company? Why is it so hard? I mean, you have a great platform. You have employees. You have an actual managing team. You have people there who can help you. Why is Skip the Dishes struggling so much? Why are they struggling to make good changes, fundamentally sound changes that can make their company actually compete against DoorDash, against these delivery platforms? And really, as I've said, they should be thinking, how can we create a company? Sorry guys, how can we create a company that's going to be the future of food delivery? It blows my mind. I don't know. It's stunning to me. So I've moved on, guys. I'm basically not doing Skip the Dishes anymore. Most of my money now is being made with DoorDash. Like I said, guys, I'm sorry to keep rambling to different topics, but really this video is about the app. Just go to the Play Store, put in Dash Utility. It's going to help you.
Incoming order from Joey Restaurants.
I'll be uploading
Total
this video very
kilometer
shortly.
7.4. Current price $12. Price per kilometer $1.62.
I think I will start uploading my comments video. My next video, it's going to be comments. So we're going to look at some comments that customers have made, drivers. We're going to take a look at why Skip is struggling and how we can become better food professionals by being more professional. When we see a customer, how should we respond? Hey, how are you doing today? I'm doing pretty good, making another $1. I mean, just the way you speak with them matters. We will never be able to control these companies. We will never be able to change these companies. And Ryan, I'm going to be honest, you're not going to change Skip, man. Skip will fail because they failed to be smart enough to see what we see. They will fail because they weren't good enough to succeed. We're never going to change them. But what we can do is we can change ourselves. And we can be better professional couriers. So, yeah, guys, check out this app. And please comment below. Let me know, guys, what you think of this app. Let me know what you think. Comment. Subscribe to my channel. Please support my channel. Because ultimately, in the future, I'm going to look back, and it's going to matter a lot to me, because I really do believe that there is a future in food delivery, but I don't think it's in the gigging economy. Take a look at the app, guys. Have a good day. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thanks, guys, for having the patience to listen to me ramble. I know it's just a bunch of rambling, but hopefully, guys, my objective is that you guys get something out of it. That's always my goal. Have a good day, guys. Take care. Bye-bye. Courier for Life!